Perswayable. That's my intro music. I don't know how to do intro music. What's going on, everybody? So today, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the dungeons and arms factory. Now, the reason why I'm going to do individual maps is because as the game progresses, we're going to get more maps, and I don't want to say, dungeons on all maps, and then it gets outdated and I got to redo the whole video. I'm going to do each individual video, and we're going to start off with Arms Factory. Arms Factory, in my opinion, is one of the easiest maps in terms of remembering where the actual ciphers are. Now, I'm going to include gameplay to kind of show you guys exactly how to navigate the map. I'm also going to try to incorporate a map within this, so hopefully it works out well. So, first, how can we remember? Well, we can remember based on it being pretty much a diagonal line. Arms Factory runs where you have each map. There's only 3 possible locations where the dungeon can be. For those who don't know what the dungeon is this little like purple thing that pops out of the ground, and you're able to jump down if you're the last survivor alive. It actually can also be beneficial if 2 people exit out of the exit gate and you pretty much tell them you go first. That's their indication that they need to get the hell out, and that's your ability to jump in the exit gate. So sometimes in top tier matches, you're going to see people use exit gates instead of trying to run towards the use the dungeon instead of running towards the exit gate, especially if a clown or a joker rather, or smiley face, whichever one you wish to call him, is camping the area, and it's kind of a risk sometimes to try to decipher the other exit gate. So that's where the dungeons come in, and knowing where these dungeons are extremely important. Anyways, let's get right to it. So with Arms Factory, it runs into a diagonal line. I'm going to show you the map right now, and on that map you're going to kind of see the basic layout of where everything is on the map. I do not own the rights to this image. I don't really know where it came from, so I apologize on that. If somebody can tell me, I can add it into the description box. So I'm going to try to add some footage right now showing you the direct route of where you're going to go in actual game. This is my edit. Boom. Video editing skills. Bada bing. You didn't even know I did it. Okay, I'm dumb. Anyways, I screwed up. So this is my edit. I'm not going to edit that part out because it's funny. Anyway, so the first cipher machine is going to be by the big building. The big building, I refer to it as Arms Factory. And that's where the first cipher is. So if you look at the map that I had with the arrow, it's where the arrow starts, not where the arrow points to on the map. Okay, so that's going to be the first one. The second one is going to be in the middle of the map, quite literally next to the most dangerous cipher machine, arguably, in the map. The third is going to be by what we call the tiny house. It's going to be a little bit behind that as well. On the map that I referenced before, that's actually where the arrow is pointing to directly. And that's really it. It's a diagonal line. So I'm going to show footage of me running from start to finish. Alright. And then I'm going to show footage of each individual dungeon. I just haven't really worked out the timing on this video, so I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit more. So hopefully by now what we are seeing is me running from the beginning, Dungeon 1, which is by the big Arms Factory, to Dungeon 2, which is in the middle, to Dungeon 3, which is by the small house in the corner of the map. And yeah. So I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm getting used to this video editing. I'm not the best at it, but I'm just trying to get the points across. Those are the dungeons for Arms Factory. Remember, it runs in a diagonal line. Kind of easy to remember. One of the easiest maps to remember in terms of the dungeons. These are the only 3 positions where they can spawn. And remember, you do not only have to use it if your teammates die. Some people believe that the dungeon, you can only use it if your teammates die and then you can jump down. What you can do is you can actually continue to kite as the exit gates are open. Your teammates can escape, and if you're the last one alive, you could still use that dungeon. So remember, you don't always have to run to the exit gates. Ideally, you want to, but in certain circumstances, it might not be admissible or permissible rather. You may not have enough time to decipher the gate. You may not know where the hunter is late game. So just remember where those dungeons are, guys. And coming forward, I'll make sure I do videos on all of the other maps as well. And by all means, remember, check me out on my live feeds. You guys can ask me questions anytime. Thank you.